Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you an update on Hedera. Okay, so Hedera is a layer 1 blockchain that's a proof of stake mechanism here, and obviously it's decentralized as well. And I'm basically going to be breaking this down from a fundamental perspective, going into the technicals as well, and then we're really going to be looking at the chart and looking at some price predictions where this asset could be going in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks or months or years or so. Micro and macro predictions coming very, very soon. So let's start off with this video with basically an overall update on what Hedera is. Guys, if you're not familiar with Hedera, as I said, it's a layer 1 proof of stake blockchain. It is open source, it's a public network, but it is governed by world leading organizations. Okay, and this is what is super important to me, which is super bullish. If you're looking at blockchain and cryptocurrency adoption overall, if you look at the blue chip companies in the world, we're talking the Googles, we're talking IBM, we're talking WorldPay, we're talking real blue chip companies here, Boeing, just to name a few. These companies are actually the governing body for this blockchain. Okay, they're the governing council here for this layer 1 blockchain. So it only makes sense if these blue chip companies are going to be adopting blockchain and bringing it into their sort of Web 1, Web 2 current networks and current audience, which is basically the retail space that isn't in cryptocurrency yet. What blockchain are they going to be using? They're going to be using the blockchain that they currently govern, okay, and that is Hedera, okay, and that is why we are seeing Hedera do so well this run. Currently trading at 25 cents after this horrific crash we have seen over the last sort of last couple of days or so. It is actually down 19% here over on the 7-day, but on the daily it's actually up a nice little 6.73%. So it's bouncing, guys, but it has lost the $10 billion market cap valuation. Okay, I'm in terms of the circulating supply right now, $10 billion. So basically, in my opinion, this thing is underpriced. Okay, and we will get into the chart very, very shortly. But if you guys did want to get involved with this, because it is obviously a it's an underpriced asset. Okay, and as I said, remember, guys, these are all blue chip companies that that are going to be, if they're transitioning to any sort of blockchain through their other audience in the retail market that they currently hold, it's going to be Hedera. So this puts the valuation on Hedera so high, and currently it's only at $10 billion market cap. If we compare that to other cryptocurrencies in the space, you've obviously got Solana here with 102 billion. You've got XRP 150 billion, BNB even 83 billion. So it's still a massive chunk away here in terms of a market cap away from some of the other blue chips in the space. So there's a lot of room for growth here. I'm talking 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even a 10x here to come up and play with the big boys here into this run. So I think this asset is super underpriced. And if you guys did want to get involved with it, you did want to buy it, the place to do that is actually over on BitUnex. I'll leave a link to the description here for BitUnex because there's massive bonuses, guys. I've partnered up with them so you guys can get a $5,500 worth of newcomer bonuses for depositing, and also as soon as you deposit, you get a bonus straight into your wallet as well for the newcomers. And also, I've negotiated cheaper futures fees. So if you're trading futures every day and you're over on Mexi or Bybit or whatever other exchange you're using, you're actually paying quite a lot of fees per transaction. So if you're going for like a 10 or 20x trade, you actually need to make a certain percentage to actually break even. Whereas BitUnex, you get cheaper fees, so you actually need to make a lower percentage to get to that profitable stance after fees. Okay, so that is another reason why you guys should be trading with BitUnex. They've also got a really nice UI. You should definitely go check them out. Links are all in the description for BitUnex, guys. Now over to the Hedera chart, because this is an interesting one to say the least. Let's flash back to the start of November, because the start of November was obviously when Trump got elected here, and we did see massive volume for the whole crypto market. This asset exploded from 4 cents all the way up to a high around 39 cents. Since then, it broke a high at around 40 cents most recently in the 17th of January. Now, obviously, we've seen a massive, disgusting, filthy pullback here in the markets, specifically due to these tariffs that Trump is imposing on the rest of the world here. So it's not great. It is shaking up the market a little bit here. But we need to just remember that there is always an alt season after the halving of Bitcoin in the following year, or coming into the following year, to say the least. Okay, we haven't really had the massive alt season just yet, so I do think that we are due it. We're seeing a lot more regulations come out from the SEC and from other countries as well, and it's only a matter of time before these blue chip companies are going to be using Hedera in their day-to-day transactions, day-to-day storage, the security. It's pretty much set in stone here, okay? And to have this thing at such a low market cap is very, very, very bullish. Now, this is also very interesting to me, guys, because every time we came down and we tested this area, if you look at other coins, so for example, let's look at FET AI, for example, right? Every time that we did every time that we did, this is a terrible chart. Every time that we did come down here to test these areas, it was a lot more volatile to the downside here. Whereas HBAR, Hedera, has really just is held up really nicely here. Okay, it's got a lot of support. It's been bought up quite aggressively every single time. Now, this is the first time we've tested the 200 EMA in this run in terms of support, which is good. Okay, it's good that we tested it now. It's just would be nice if we had the bounce to the upside. Having this lovely hammer candlestick chart pattern, as you can see here, nice big hold to the hammer, and then the candle body is the head of the hammer where you hit things with, right? This is usually a very, very bullish sign when you see this happen. So this is indicating price movement to the upside. The thing I would be really looking out for here before that is to reclaim these major moving averages. So with a few tariffs still yet to be released from President Trump, we probably will see the average of the average of the price actually come down, and that will bring these moving averages down with it. That will put the moving averages in comparison to the price in this sort of area. So what does that tell us? It tells us, guys, that we are potentially due a move to the upside here, back to highs of around 43% when we break all major moving averages to the upside. Okay, and that will be roughly around 28 cents in potentially. As I said, it really does depend on these tariffs here, but with the decline of this 21 EMA that we are seeing here, as soon as we claim that in terms of support, it's very likely that we do see a really nice big pump to the upside here. And as you can see, that is on the way down. So that will be, this area is going to be sort of the trigger point, probably second week of February here, if we can get some candle body closes above that area, above this box. And also, guys, getting rid of MAs for a second here, we need to be very, very vigilant on the volume weighted average true range here. These are very, very important indicators as well. And you can see that we've got the 3-day actually flirting with us, okay? Flirting with the idea of coming back to the upside. And then that leaves a simple, very nice bullish pocket of around 13.58% to the upside. So that would be sort of the analysis here on from a trading perspective, guys. We are still holding crucial levels of support here that we have seen really nice volume from before. I would say that this is just a classic scenario here of a very nice parallel channel, basically meaning that we could range in this area for a considerable amount of time until we see the alt season really start to take off. But as far as alts go, and as far as what's the word? Yeah, as far as alts go, and as far as a reliability of an asset, I do think that this is one of my favorite assets to be holding here. Okay, so definitely one for you guys to go check out. And again, go check it out on Billion to claim massive bonuses as well. Now, let's talk about the macro. Let's really jump down, jump up the weeks here, and let's see sort of a price prediction for this asset if we were to say go for like a 5 or a 10x, okay? Which I think, as I said, is completely achievable here with Hedera currently being at, say, a $10 billion market cap. I think a $50 billion market cap is completely achievable, okay? And that will be roughly around a 400% move here, which would be a 5x on our investment. And that is actually going to be bringing the price to Hedera to $1.30, okay? $1.30 per coin is really actually achievable. Now, if we were going more than that, we're going to be looking at around 900% move, and that will be a $2.60 per coin, currently at 26 cents. You do the math from your own investment. That is that's big gains. Okay, you put in $10,000, you can be walking away with literally like 100 grand. Okay, and I think this is very, very achievable. And you can see if you're looking at this price range here in comparison to this pump here, it looks pretty much the same. Okay, so if we're talking about doing measure moves from previous legs up here on the weekly after consolidating a bit, this is what makes sense. Okay, it makes sense to get to this sort of price here in terms of TA. So definitely go check it out, guys. As I said, BitUnex is the exchange for you down in the description. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of Hedera in the comment section. I'm dying to know your opinion. And if you've been holding this for a long time, and if you haven't, if you're getting into it now, but yeah, let me know your opinion on Hedera. I'm super, super intrigued. Drop a like on the video, guys, if you found some value as well. I think we're nearly at 13,000 subscribers, so absolutely amazing stuff, guys. So thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel for, I think, 4 or 5 years now. Yeah, a long time. But yeah, appreciate it. That is going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Peace out for now, and I'll see you in the next one.